at this time, I recommend the approval of the agenda as presented.
Okay, board, the superintendent made a recommendation for approval of the agenda as presented. Is there a motion to accept this recommendation?
Make a motion we accept the superintendent's recommendation.
Mr. Thompson made a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
Second by Mr. Wood. Okay, is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, call to vote. All those in favor of approval of the agenda as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign. Okay, hearing none, Dr. Lindsay, the agenda for tonight's meeting is approved.
Thank you, Madam President. The next item is our public comment time. We do have a citizen that has asked to be placed on the agenda tonight. Mr. Young, if you'll please come forward. The podium's right over here to your left. This is Mr. Johnny Young, and he's asked to address the board tonight. Mr. Young, please state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes to address the board. Thank you for coming tonight.
Okay, thank you for your time, school board and superintendent. I appreciate it. My name is John Young. I live at 217 Lincoln Drive. I have been a citizen of Muscle Shoals approximately 25 years. I have 2 wonderful children who graduated from your school. Thank you. I'm bringing up an item tonight, which is very dear to me, and I'm sure that everyone on this board knows someone who has used the high school track, and that's what my subject is tonight. Okay, we all have children, grandchildren, nieces, and nephews. You have women up there struggling kids, and this was going on for many years, 20 to 25 years. As long as I've lived here, I was able to go to the track and use it. Okay, and I'm going to read my statement now. Before the stadium and track renovation, the citizens of Muscle Shoals used the high school track for 20 to 25 years. Access to the track was allowed in the evenings and after dark, with lights left on for the safety and security. Many citizens use the track on a regular basis. This request is not asking for anything different, but only for our citizens to again be able to use this track as used before. You, as a board and superintendent, are about to ask these same Muscle Shoals citizens for a new tax to enable you to build a new elementary school. Allowing citizens to use the track again would definitely be a good faith move by the board. You know, these meal tax votes are not automatic. A few years ago, Baldwin County in South Alabama actually voted down a tax that had been in place for many years. Signs at the stadium saying insurance regulations are the reason for no access to the track. What changed from the other track to the one now? Did we change insurance companies? And security at the track can easily be monitored by the police, who are only 1 block away. Please let me and all citizens know about the insurance questions, and please give an answer for this request. Thanks for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Young. We'll take that under consideration. All right, Madam President, under business action items, the consent agenda resolution for the consent agenda, the board has been furnished with background material on each item or has discussed the item in a previous meeting. Consent agenda items will be acted upon with 1 vote without discussion. If a board member wants to discuss any item, it will be pulled from the consent agenda and voted on separately. Tonight, the consent agenda consists of the following: minutes of the March 19, 2018 regular meeting, bills and accounts for March financial report, and those bank statements have been reconciled, and the 2018-2019 textbook adoption for foreign language and visual arts. Does the board member wish to have any item pulled from the consent agenda tonight? Hearing none, Madam President, I recommend the consent agenda as presented.
Okay. Board, the superintendent has recommended approval of the consent agenda items as presented. Is there a motion to accept this recommendation?
Also moved.
Okay, there is a motion on the table. Is there a second?
Okay.
Okay, there is a motion and there is a second. Is there any discussion at this point? Hearing none, call to vote. All those in favor of approval of the consent agenda items as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, Dr. Lindsay, and the consent agenda items are approved.
Thank you, Madam President. Under item B, I recommend the personnel report as presented.
The superintendent made a recommendation for approval of the personnel report as presented. Is there a motion to accept this recommendation?
Make a motion to accept the personnel report as presented.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you, Mr. Wood. There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, call to vote. All those in favor of the approval of the personnel report as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, Dr. Lindsay, and the personnel report is approved.
Thank you, Madam President. For the benefit of the audience, the personnel report consists of the following under item 1, leave of absence, Jennifer Bishop, FMLA, April 19, 2018 through September 18, 2018. Rachel Goins, FMLA, May 21st, 2018 through October 18, 2018. And Holly Moody, FMLA, July the 30th, 2018 through October 1st, 2018. Under item 2, retirement or resignations, Carla Flanagan, Secretary Bookkeeper at Highland Park, retiring effectively July the 1st, 2018. Sherry Isbell, Math Teacher, Muscle Shoals High School, retirement effective June 1st, 2018. Janice Starkey, Bookkeeper at Muscle Shoals High School, retiring effectively July the 1st, 2018. And Faith Mansell, first grade teacher at Highland Park Elementary School. That resignation will be effective May the 24th, 2018. Resignation supplement only, Josh Fowler, head baseball coach, Muscle Shoals High School. And Barry Rinks, football coach, Muscle Shoals Middle School. Under employment, Scott Smart, system-wide custodian assigned to Muscle Shoals High School, effective April 17, 2018. And under item 5, this is other contract employment or supplemental assignments. Dr. Allen Willingham, contract renewal for principal at McBride Elementary School. And with that, Madam President, I have a small, brief superintendent's report to make tonight. Just our monthly update for the work-based learning program. Our students now have worked over 12,000 hours this year. They've earned over $87,000 in wages. And the total economic impact for our area due to this program is over $600,000. So our Pathfinder program is just making a huge impact, not only on our community, but our students as well, and their impacts have a large impact on the community as well. Would like to come in and recognize the Muscle Shoals Middle School student Emma Trawick. Emma recently placed Best of Show in the Artistic Renderings of Youth for 2018 at the Kennedy Douglas Art Center for the Arts. Would like to come in and recognize the Muscle Shoals Middle School robotics members for their recent success at the University of Alabama State Robotics Competition. The middle school team placed 3rd in overall state competition. That's the first year too, right? That team's coming out. That's off of our STEM.
Oh, wow.
From the first year placed 3rd in the state. So that's great. And this past weekend, congratulations to Muscle Shoals High School Winter Guard. They completed its 2018 competitive season at Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the Southeastern Color Guard Circuits Championships. The girls were named the Alabama State Champion in Scholastics AA classification and were named 7th overall from all groups from Alabama, Kentucky, Mississippi, and Tennessee. So congratulations to that group as well. And one other announcement, Madam President, I think I have just been given the information that congratulations to Clayton Wood, who came to the board, was approved by the City Council just moments ago. So,
Glad to have you.
still have you on board.
Sure. And by the way, also, I saw The Sound of Music this week.
Yes,
It was amazing.
it was, and I apologize. I should have said something
Well,
about
just
that.
congratulations to that entire cast and Mrs. Bradford and Almost.
I hope everybody got to see that because it was an awesome performance, well attended. Night I was there, it was well attended and, they just do it out. We got some awfully talented students. Right?
It was incredible.
It was.
From the orchestra to the stage hands.
Yes,
everything.
well, and one thing, and I told Mr. Rutherford, the Career Academy too, this time a lot, our carpentry or building science department, we got had a lot, to do with building the props
Mm.
and everything. There's some curricular stuff that's going on there. I don't know if you saw the big staircase,
Yes.
it was, they built that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So just having the kids, and there's a lot of kids that work behind the scenes with the staging and moving the props and setting up, and just a lot of kids. And that's what I told Dr. Holden and Ms. Bradford. I love seeing stage.
Yeah.
And there was just a lot of kids involved in the performance and behind the scenes. So,
Very good.
and it was
Lots of
awesome.
great things going on.
Anything else, principals? Anything?
Okay.
Madam President, that's all I have.
All right, Dr. Lindsay has concluded his report, and we have completed our agenda for this evening. So therefore, I'm going to call for a motion to adjourn. All right, there's a motion. Is there a second?
I see.
All right, there's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Okay, no discussion. So all those in favor of adjournment at this time, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it, and I now declare this meeting adjourned.